Today we have Dr. SHAHZAD JADOON, CEO and Director, ALLTECH Pakistan. He will share his views on industry, academia, partnership in aquaculture.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, GC College and Department of Zoology for giving this opportunity. मेरा ख्याल है बड़ी देर से हम सारे बैठे हैं, अगर एक मिनट के लिए हम अपनी चेयर से खड़े हो जाएं ताकि this will give us better understanding what I'm going to talk. So hope you enjoy the session so far. आवाज नहीं आ रही? Perfect. So please have your seat back. As Dr. Mavish mentioned about ALLTECH, we are a US-based company working in 128 countries, and in Pakistan we are working since 2008. Our core competency lies in feed, farm, food, and feed. So all these areas, when you look on the broader spectrum, they have a strong collaboration. So today I'm going to tell you that how we can make difference. So every year as a team, we come up with a slogan. And this year, the slogan for 2021 would be, let's make a difference. And I'm sure, as Mr. Shahid mentioned, youngsters should be given this opportunity and they should be trusted because they are going to change the future. So in this case, we are doing a lot, and I'm going to explain how we can collaborate together and how our company can support you in your coming future. So first of all, we should all be congratulated on this fact. Today we are celebrating the World Fish Days. Because once we started working in fisheries, we come up with a tagline that machli mustaqbil ki protein hai. Fish is a future protein. We come up with this idea. Of course, this is at this stage may be premature, but once you look at the fact and figures, you will come across that still there is a huge gap. When we compare it with the world, which are consuming like more than 20 kg per capita, and in Pakistan, we are just consuming 2 kg plus. What it means? It means hell of opportunity because we are a nation who is already stunted with the protein deficiencies. So this is a good source and affordable form of protein here in Pakistan. So what we did in our World Fishery Days, we started off with small campaigns because we as a team decided what should be the main motives for World Fishery Day. So we come up with the 3 ideas. One is creating the awareness. This is very, very important. Secondly, tapping the opportunities which are in this sector. And third, developing the human resource. Resolution for us for this World Fishery Days, and we want to carry forward. So based on this idea, we come up with a small chipboard which was telling about why fish is important, what is the supply chain, what are the nutrient profile, how it can be beneficial to us, because till that time, we don't create the consumer. We don't make our consumer aware about the importance of this product. There will always be a challenge. So marketing challenge is there because when we talk about other livestock, poultry, and other animal-based commodity, the only single challenge lies in the marketing and making it available to the consumer. So we also did 60-second in-depth videos where we involve the farmers, where we involve the producer, where we involve the professionals to tell about what fishery is and how it can support us. So I just want to give a very quick review on the fact and figures because this again re-emphasizes the statement that fish is a future protein. When you look at the total production globally, it's 80 million ton. And when you look at the Pakistan, it's 150,000, which is very less in Pakistan. So what it is an opportunity for all young entrepreneurs, all young coming in the field. This opportunity is very version for you, and you can tap it very easily. When you look at the overproduction, this is something more than 70% of the stock has been depleted. So now all the dependency is coming on the aquaculture. So when we look at the aquaculture in general, it is almost giving 5.8% of the origin of the protein coming from this aquaculture. And once we look at the stage in Pakistan, still we are at a very infancy stage. When we look at the consumption, as already mentioned, globally it is 20.3 kg and in Pakistan 2 kg, which means that we have to create more this program. We have to come up with more stream and we have to deliver it to the consumer, because what we need to do, like the step taken by the Tawakkal and other working well in the industry, they should create the consumer service. They should develop the database that what market is required. It should not be a push. It should come from the market what they need. Are we ready to produce that? Some questions we can ask. So again, when the trade value is held in globally, it's to 31.6. And when you look at the Pakistan number, it is very, as you mentioned, again, this is an opportunity. If today we set a target of, let's say, 1 billion, how we can reach to that goal, or how we can reach to that roadmap, probably what is the way forward is thinking and collaborating together. So it's important. So emerging market in Pakistan and globally, it is defined and people are moving towards the aqua disruptors. So here we are in start stage and people are moving ahead in the globally. Last year, what we did was, in collaboration with University of Education, we come up with the idea, Aqua Idea Workshop, because we believe idea changes everything. So what we did was, we bring the people from hatchery group, we bring people from processing, and we also bring the experts. So we give them 3 questions. What are the key challenges? What are the key opportunities? And how we can get those opportunities and convert those challenges into opportunities. So we did the collaborative session over there, and then they come up with their ideas. We tab all those ideas and we come up with a roadmap. And that roadmap was very good for us. And based on that, we come up with more ideas which we are going to implement in this year. So I think this is what is very important, that industry academia partnership is a very crucial step for us. And I'm going to tell you how it is going to help us in coming future. So when we talk about the world in 2020, we will see a lot of challenges. Challenges could be in food, challenges could be on natural resources, HR, livelihood, population. But once we look in the coming, the advancement like in the robotics, genomics, 3D printing, artificial inseminations, and Internet of the Things, these all things are bringing opportunity, because we all know that the population would be going to be more in the coming years. So biggest challenge would be feeding the mouth. How we are going to feed those population? That would be a very primary question in each and every continent of the world. So this is where we have to work on that. So here I'm going to tell you a simple supply chain model. Why I'm just initiating or setting up the stage, because these things will link with the your industrial partner, and then you can think of what are the areas where we can play our role. So when we look in the aqua supply chain model, of course, HR is very, very important. And when then the second is hatcheries, farmers, feedmen, middlemen, and again, our fish is being sold into 3 types. One goes to export, processor, and then to the retail market. And we talk about the challenges. Of course, genetics, feeding, aqua management, processing, HR, need-based. We don't have one link. We all should about the research, because then there should not be overlapping in the research. So this is something very, very important. We need to create a one link in order to get maximum output from our ideas. So question, what can transform these challenges into opportunities? What skills are necessary for future professionals? Of course, these are the 2 very, very important things that we need to think today. And when we talk about this, the only solution is in industry academia partnership plan. This is very, very important. Once we connect these dots in a right way, then we can solve the challenges into opportunities, and we can develop and produce the good professionals. So when we look at that, how it can work. It could be based on need-based research and cooperative work, what it will give to us. It will give us new knowledge. That's what we are looking forward in Pakistan. Innovation technologies, value creation model, that will be generated through this partnership. And what will help us? It will give us local solutions. Because all of us, we have done our postgraduate, our doctorate degrees out of Pakistan. We have seen that all the references that we generally present, this comes from abroad. So are we converting those knowledge into a local solution? So that is what is one of the objectives of academia partnership, that we need to bring those researches to local level, and we need to think globally and act locally to define solutions for our industry. So we also talk about the HR and career development program. This is again very important. So what it will give us future trained professionals and entrepreneurs. That is again a need of the hour. Awareness and education, improved production system, consumption, better livelihood. All these objectives can be attained once we build up this linkage. Because these are the challenges which we have to process through our partnership. We have to involve academia, we have to involve the research institute in order to get all these outcomes. So when we talk about research and development individually, what we need in that. So here are the few kicks which we can take as a study case, and we can process them. For example, what we need in genetics, what we need in nutrition, what we need in health, what could be the potential effect on the environment. All these potential challenges that could be the marketing needs, and that could be given to academia. And based on the scientific research and need, that knowledge has to transfer back to the market. So this is something, a flow that we need to build up in our academia partnership. So this is what we require. For this very reason, we initiated a project called ABRS, Aqua Business and Research School. What it's going to do is, it's going to affiliate with the renowned universities which are working in aquaculture. And based on that, we are going to make a pool of people who will be working on the market needs. Those market needs will be given to the university, and university will provide us the students, and based on that collaboration, we will be getting good professionals, and we will be working on the key areas of the industry problems. So the other area is innovation technologies and value creation model. What we are going to do in this case? So in this case, our farms, feed mill, processors, they all are the incubation centers, because they will generate the problems, they will generate the needs. Those will be provided a gateway for the innovative ideas. Again, they will go back to the universities, and university will come up with the efficient working model and the trained HR, because that is what we are going to pay back to the industry. So once we look at the aqua value creation model, this starts from the hatchery, this start and end still HR development. So all the areas in between, the feeding, the farm management, processing, and all the retail marketing and awareness things, it comes under that value creation model. So we have a globally program called Inventor, in which all these students are given opportunity to participate in that. They can give their ideas, and once that idea gets approved, they will be given the opportunity to do internship and work with a company globally. So HR career development, as I mentioned, this is again very, very important. There would be and there is a demand in coming time for the professionals. So in this case, again, we need to go back to the industries and to the academia. We'll tell them what is the need for the industry, and based on the proper curriculum, based on the proper redefining model of the education, we will come back with the right person, which will be given with the right job. So that would be the edge. So if you look at the top 10 skills of for 2025, they're well given on the Google. You can search them. So what it means that, do we possess those qualities? Do we possess those skills? Our institute is helping us to develop those skills. So this is again very, very important. Again, I'm referring here a program which is called Career Development Program by ALLTECH globally. again, in this, we give the opportunities to youngsters, to students, they can participate, they can come up with the idea, and then they will be placed in different part of the world. So what it means that they would be given with the exposures, they would be given with the skills which is required for a good professional. So coming towards the end, awareness and education, of course, this is something very, very important. There could be myths on the fish meat, there could be myths on the supply process, on the processing. So all these things, we have to work, and we should be taking them as a task and through a technical way. And it should be presented in a very well documented way. Because see, everyone has a different view and opinion once he is going to support any of the idea. But what we want is that all these things should be well documented in a well presented form, that there should not be change in the statement. The concept should not be changed once we are defining or defending any of the argument coming from the public side. So in this case, we should assign our youngsters, we should be giving them tasks to create the blogs, to come up with the marketing campaigns, to come up with how they can promote the aquaculture in Pakistan. So there could be hell of the task that our youngsters can do. In this case, one was, which is a voice of everyone. We started with an e-magazine where we are giving opportunities to all youngsters to come and share their ideas. And we publish it on monthly basis. So this all gives us encouragement, because recognition and reward is very important when we are talking about the HR development and people development. So the channel which is ABCD, Agribusiness Coaching and Development, because this is again very important. Once you are moving into a professional life, you need to learn the basics of agri-coaching, agribusiness and coaching. Otherwise, as sir mentioned earlier, we would be having divestment by the entrepreneur that the guy has joined me, but I have invested 3 years on him, and after 3 years he got another opportunity and he left us. So this should not be the way. We should start this thing, start from the universities or from the colleges. Okay guys, I just want to end up the today's presentation with this loud and clear message that all of us are the ambassador from the industry. As we go back at home, at least should make sure that we should be adding fish into our meal, because this is going to make a difference. So I'm going to close my presentation on it's our responsibility to create the awareness. It's our responsibilities to highlight the opportunities in aqua industries. It's our responsibilities to develop the HR. Once again, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.